So I know you guys haven't had a lot of updates from me lately, actually any. I want to apologize for that, but I have been busy, actually very busy. This is the second gear that I'm printing right now because today we actually went through making quite a bit of design updates. All the CAD work is done and the larger scoop details are pretty much worked out. So right now we're printing this second scoop, and as we do that, I'm going to pause this and show you what I'm working on over here. So earlier today, I was at my buddy's shop and we were making these. What we did was designed and built a form to melt the acrylic on, and as you can see, these are the front ends of my scoops. The scoop designs are based on a very, very simple layout that's going to be fantastically inexpensive to produce. I know you're laughing because I've got like belts holding this larger scoop in the back wall, but that's only temporary because we're actually making another form that's going to allow us to do this with the back one. So right now the back one is a large enough radius that I can just put some straps on it, use some magnets, glue it up, and it holds it well enough. What we're trying to do is just determine if we need 1/8 material for the top and the bottom or the 3/16 material. So if we come over here and look, I have the already finished scoop that I did the first time. That's with 3/16 top and bottom. So I'm going to compare the two, see if the 1/8 material in the top and bottom is sufficient for the prototype, and if it seems like it's strong enough, we're going to go with it. It'll be a little bit lighter, a little bit cheaper. Not so much worried about the cost. The cost is inconsequential. It would be the weight that I'm trying to reduce. Just trying to keep them as light as possible. The CAD drawings are pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Worked out a lot of details. Again, with keeping things in mind that matter to you, and that would be making it a quality product, inexpensive. As inexpensive as possible. I'm targeting probably, I keep saying around $8,000. If I slip on that, I hope no one's upset. But my goal would be to produce a 3 kilowatt unit that fits on your house or in your front yard for about $8,000. Now in Pennsylvania, we only get about 5 mile per hour winds. It will be a 3 kilowatt unit at probably 10 or 11 mile per hour winds. I'm not sure. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. 10 or 11 meter per second winds. In Pennsylvania, we have an average of 5 meter per second winds, so we're probably only looking at like 800 watts. But cool part is, if we get it down to $8,000 and you're saving, even if you're saving $100 a month on your electric bill, because this is cutting out just $100 a month, you're looking at $1,200 a year. Let's cut that down and say even $1,000 a year. You're looking at that point, $1,000 a year would be an 8-year payback on this. We're hoping for a little bit better. I'd love to get it to a 5 to 7 year payback, but if we have a 5 to 7 year payback, you've got something now that becomes real. You've got something that you can buy 1 or even 2 of these little guys, put them on your house, and in 5 to 7 years, you're now paid back on the initial investment for your wind turbines. They look like a piece of artwork spinning on your roof or in your front yard. And if something happens, if something would fall on them or break one of the scoops, you're looking at almost a negligible cost to replace one of the scoops. Nothing important, nothing costly is really going to be hurt because the generator will be a much more protected, safe, secure piece of equipment, the scoops are really going to be the only thing that's vulnerable and open to being hurt by any outside forces. All right, I'm going to pause it here. Here is our 1000 watt. This is a 3-phase generator that I purchased online. I'm going to hook it up to a test cart. We're going to probably do a 4-to-1 ratio, so every 1 revolution at my scoops is going to produce 4 revolutions at the shaft here. And this little guy, in 5 meter per second wind, 5 to 10 meter per second wind, should, I'm hoping, produce the wattage that we're after. I'd love to get up above the 1000 watt range, so we'll see if we can do that. At any rate, I'm not going to speculate on what we are and are not going to produce. We need to see it. That's what we all need to see. You guys have all been screaming for results. Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers. You're just scamming us. This is a scam. Well, sorry, I say bullshit to all that. Excuse my French, but everyone who's been on my site knows I'm not someone who just talks. I'm someone who builds. And that's what we're all about here. Building a quality product for you. Yeah, it's taking time. It's taking time because I don't have the kind of funds to sit here and just buy a whole bunch of equipment and put it together. I have to build it one step at a time by myself. I'm working hard. I'm trying to get some funding. If I can get just $10,000 or $15,000, it would be huge because I can go and farm some things out and get it done. But it's taken a while because I've got to do it step by step by myself and fund it myself. No big deal. It'll just take longer. I know it just really all it does is upset everyone out there on the net, because then they squawk and scream and say that I'm running a scam, and if I don't have any numbers, it's bullcrap. But, you know, I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep moving ahead, keep working, keep doing my thing, and when you finally have the numbers, then we'll know. You know, I'm not sitting here touting performance, not telling you what my units are going to produce, because I don't know. So we're going to find out together. And if they're bad, they're bad. If they're good, they're good. If they're bad, maybe I can work on fixing things. Everyone's saying, oh, efficiency is crap on vertical axis wind turbines. Sure. But what you're missing is that if you're trying to get higher efficiency and it costs you $60,000 to get some amazingly efficient unit, you really want to wait 30 years to get your payback on that? 30 freaking years to get a payback on a wind turbine you put on your house? Come on, who wants to do that? So, for what it's worth, I'm plugging ahead. My scoops, these two will be paired up. I'm going to be printing the gears that go on the shaft. Probably just use some 2x4s to hook them together, test the mating between the two units, the furling and unfurling. I'll get some cool video on how that works. And then we'll actually be getting the pieces and parts for the real turbine scoop assembly itself. I'd love to make these things plug and play so that once we develop better scoops, you could literally, for the cost of the scoops themselves, take your old ones off, plug in the new ones, and you're off and running. Maybe we'll even give a trade-in for the old ones so you can upgrade to the newer ones. So I'm looking to do this business. I'm looking to turn creating more into something that's built for you, for the common, everyday person, not to be some asshole sitting on top of a mound of cash somewhere. I've been working for over 20 years to develop tech that helps to make our world, helps to make society something better than it is today. I don't need to be rich. I don't need to be famous. I just need for the ideas in my head to find their way out to you to help everyone have a better life. So that's what it's all about. I'm sorry I haven't done an update for a long time, but I have been working as hard and as fast as I can. I'm still in a full-time job, so until I find the funding to do this full time, you know, any rich philanthropic people out there who would love to get behind a startup that has some good core values behind it, you know, we're here. But until that time happens, until that pipe dream comes true, I'll keep plugging away and working at it organically, one step at a time. All right, guys, take care. Peace out. We'll go see if the printer's still printing. And I'm going to try and get an update out, hopefully in the next couple days when we have these scoops mated together. Look at that. Layer 1's already done. We're working on layer 2. Yeah, exciting stuff. Okay, see you later, guys.